Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quantum Break, the 2016 action-adventure third-person shooter video game developed by Remedy Entertainment. This is a very weird game. It is ostensibly a third-person shooter, but it's also a live-action TV show hybrid, choose-your-own-adventure, branching choices game. This game was a narrative experiment for Remedy, and while it was not the first time, as we've seen, that they used live-action footage, this would be the first time that they actually full-on went into production on, like, an actual TV show. They used a lot of big-name actors in this, as you can see on the screen. We have Shawn Ashmore, and quite a few other big people in here. This game is also the game that debuted their partnership with Courtney Hope, who plays Jesse Faden in Control. So we'll see some of her in this game as well. This game has a really strange place in the quote-unquote Remedy-connected universe. It's kind of weird because, very specifically, this game was the first RCU game until it wasn't. And what do I mean by that? Well, Max Payne obviously kind of kicked off their universe and was meta in its own way, and Alan Wake sort of commented on that, but Alan Wake talks about Max Payne in everything but name, right? It's similar but different, variations on a theme. He writes the character Alex Casey. Alex Casey is basically a stand-in for Max, not actually Max. Well, Quantum Break literally features Alan Wake and references to Alan Wake's world. Now, not in terms of him being like a 3D modeled character that we meet in the story, without getting into any spoilers, like that's not what's there. But this game very clearly ties into Alan Wake, very directly by name. And then obviously it sets up Alan Wake 2 as well, which is kind of intriguing. The issue is Microsoft owns the IP for this game. So for a very long time, Microsoft also owned the Alan Wake IP, I believe, and the assumption was Remedy would make an Alan Wake 2 with Microsoft, but Microsoft never bit on it, right? So eventually they make Control with 505 Games, and it kind of sells so well on Epic and creates such a good partnership with Epic that Epic and Remedy are able to get the money to buy the Alan Wake rights from Microsoft. So now suddenly Alan Wake is owned by Remedy again, and they don't own Quantum Break. So now they can't use Quantum Break in the Remedy connected universe. The thing is, they kind of do, in the same way that they did with Max Payne. So as many people remember from the Alan Wake 2 playthrough, there are references to other worlds that the character Tim Breaker is dreaming of, these other lives he's had, where he's always encountering this red-headed woman. That directly refers to the events of this game, and ostensibly pretty much any other spin-off game story you could imagine. In a very BioShock Infinite way, it's, there's always a lighthouse, there's always a girl, that sort of thing. That is present in this game. So, in the interest of being as efficient as possible, I figure we will go and play Quantum Break just to cover the content. We're gonna click New Game. We're gonna play on hard mode. Starting a new game will permanently remove all save progress, collectibles, diaries, upgrades, blah, blah, blah. Replay levels through the timeline. Definitely gonna do this. My only save file here, I've played the game before, but my save file currently is just me testing settings. So we're not gonna lose anything anyway. So let's start a new game. Cardinal says, are you going to watch a TV show? Yes, because if you don't, then the game doesn't have story cutscenes. We're going to watch him here live. The number one killer is time.
The number one killer is time. It destroys us all. This is what you need to know. Time broke. A growing fracture leading to the end of time. We went after a device that could fix it. Things turned ugly. Paul Serene was there to
Polyhedrons.
stop us. He has superpowers.
Jack?
Him and me both. We failed.
Jack.
And of course, time travel was involved.
Jack.
Going too fast for you? Okay. What do you want to cover first? You tell me.
Let's start at the beginning. When you first arrived at Riverport University.
I came back home to see my best friend, Paul Serene. He wanted to show me what he'd been working on. My brother Will was a scientist. He was also involved. Paul said it was world-changing. He was right.
Whoa! Come on! Watch where you're going, man! Fuck off!
Get out of the road! Asshole. Riverport University. Here we are.
Hey, thanks for the ride.
No problem.
All right.
You'd been
So
away
this-
for 6 years.
Paul and I had kept in touch, but, well, not so much.
How did it make you feel?
I was just happy to see Paul.
Look who it is.
Good morning. Yeah.
Martin Hatch. One Lance Reddick, R.I.P.
Hey, you work for Monarch, don't you? I've seen your face on the news.
Guilty as charged.
An anti-Monarch protest doesn't exactly seem like your scene.
I like to keep a close eye on the opposition.
Uh-huh. A little dressy for 4 a.m., don't you think?
It's a very special occasion.
I'm guessing you're not referring to the protest.
Let's call it a private function. You'll have to excuse me, I have work to attend to.
Very interesting. So this character,
I
Martin
guess
Hatch,
I should go find Paul.
is a character that we will once again not necessarily see in name again in the Remedy Connected Universe, but in spirit, we very certainly will. Can't go here. So this game has kind of a real shoddy PC port. Cutscenes are locked to 30 frames per second,
I doubt
even the
he's out
ones that
here.
are rendered.
We better head into the campus.
If you look here, Martin Hatch now disappeared. So anything that was rendered in Engine even still is locked to 30 frames per second in cutscenes, which is a real bummer. It would be really helpful if they weren't, but in gameplay we can get pretty solid frame rates, so it's not a huge deal. The game uses a sort of temporal upscaling, which is why the image resolves so blurry, but it's kind of interesting. It gives you solid frame rates and stuff, so can't really complain.
Rough night, huh?
It's for, it's just whatever's doesn't even matter anymore. Yeah.
Hey, you. Oop.
Paul.
Jack.
Just got to the campus. Where are you?
God, it's good to hear your voice. When you hit the courtyard, look right, you'll see this fancy modern physics building with the lights on. I'll meet you inside there. I am so looking forward to this, man.
You still haven't told me what this is.
I know. See you soon.
Why 4 a.m.? Why not wait till morning? Paul had always been a showman.
Hey you, take action now. Monarch Solutions wants to tear down the pride of Riverport University, the beautiful and historic library building generations have studied in. This is a part of our heritage, but you don't care, but they don't care. Are you going to put up with that? Of course you aren't. Are you going to take action? Of course you are. First of all, go online and use Save the Library and get loud. The only way they'll stop if they look bad enough doing it. Secondly, join our protest at the university on October 8th. Let's show them there are still people left in Riverport who give a crap. So press up to show current objectives. The way that this game does HUD management is actually really nice. I find it very, very great.
That's vaguely ominous.
So I can disable the HUD until I need it, and I can just pull it up rather than it just being on screen all the time.
Some protest.
Kid's phone's just on the ground. Boy, I'd be scared of it getting stepped on or stolen.
Hey, do you know where the physics building is?
You mean the big-ass metallic turtle behind me? Hard to miss, man.
Thanks.
Hey,
Stop.
Can we go home yet?
Stop Monarch problems. For years, Monarch Solutions have been buying out Riverport piece by piece, steamrolling over smaller businesses and local culture to establish corporate dominance. On October 9th, they intend to demolish the historic Riverport University Library to make way for an additional Monarch-funded university research center. They've gone too far. Sick of Monarch Solutions turning our city into a corporate monopoly? So are we. It's time to stop trading culture for profits. It's time to stop Monarch. On October 8th at 7 p.m., help us spread awareness of Monarch's shameful actions by joining our protest in the Central Courtyard. Camp out and enjoy the all-night music. Tell your friends. For more information, contact Amy Ferrero. aferrero@riverportuniversity.com. Note, this is a non-alcoholic event. Here we have a Finnish language course thing here. Learn the exotic language of the mysterious Finns in this riveting bi-weekly language course. Take the dive with teacher Mikko Kepipalo into the exciting realm of partitive grammatical structure that will help you open your mind to the Uralic language family and free you from the shackles of arduous prepositions. There will be free salmiakki at the door. Sign up below. And then one person signed up. Let's see. Lucky Joe's Treasure Trove. Joe's annual birthday sale on now. Yeah, for years, Monarch Solutions, blah, blah, blah. It's all the same thing. Read over here. Sophia Amaral seminar poster. The recently appointed head of Monarch Solutions Physics Research Division, Dr. Sophia Amaral, has taken much of her inspiration from the theories of Riverport's own Dr. William Joyce and now devotes herself to discovering practical applications for chronon particles. Her presentation will highlight the evolution of chronon particle research and will be followed by a Q&A focused on a career advice for aspiring physicists. Interesting.
Come on, Amy, call it a night. There's nobody left to convince.
If you're with that fraternity, you've done enough damage. We're being shut down.
Hey, I come in peace. I'm just meeting a friend nearby.
At 4 a.m.?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, we're spreading awareness about Monarch Solutions, so if you want to know how badly they're giving us the shaft, then you could just ask me.
All right, what's going on here?
Okay. How would you feel if you knew a corporate monopoly was taking a massive dump all over your personal history?
That's quite an opener.
Good. Because that beautiful library over there is over 100 years old. It's part of the city's heritage. And Monarch Solutions plans to tear it down tomorrow. Do you want to know why? We've got a chart with all the details. Go ahead, check out the chart.
Okay.
Monarch's tearing down the library to build another research facility. For what?
I bet you're gonna tell me.
To push their corporate agenda. I mean, look at those numbers. They're slowly taking over the city and everybody's completely blind to it.
It doesn't look good. Hey, I gotta meet my friend, but you keep fighting this, okay?
All right. Enjoy your booty call.
Not exactly.
All right, so sailing out Riverport since 1999. Bought out all major tech and security companies in Riverport using earnings from shady investments. Evaded questioning regarding who was truly running Monarch. Bought out major media outlets, questions stopped being asked. Bought Gull Island, tore down war monuments to construct R&D facilities. Demolished Riverport's central train station to build Monarch Tower. Purchased an entire industrial district and dry docks, putting thousands of people out of work. 2016 aimed to demolish Riverport University Historical Library to replace it with yet another research facility. Knowledge over profit, save our library. All right, I wonder what's on the TV here.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
He's been gone for 5 years.
Dark matter and dark energy constitute over 95% of our universe. We're just a speck of light floating in an endless ocean of darkness. Every story finds its writer. Wake has a bloody knife in his. The light of the flashlight. He smiles a wicked face. He lies in the full blood on his face, eyes staring. All of us have two faces. The one we wear for all to see, and the face that lies beneath in the dark.
So that was clearly Alan Wake 2, you know, a while ago, 8 years ago. Most people have taken that to be pretty much the pitch for Alan Wake 2 originally. That woman that we saw there was the earliest idea for Saga Anderson. We had the setup for Alex Casey, so makes sense. Trying to see, is there anything else for me to interact with? Doesn't look like it.
Paul had always been hungry for success. Driven. He made it onto a lot of those top young professionals lists. And now he was coordinating some huge project at the university. It's a big deal for him.
Hey, protest's over. Head home.
Not why I'm here, Chief. Holster that safety whistle.
Prick.
Where's your uniform?
Excuse me.
Come on. I've been in shit enough to smell out security.
You sure this is somewhere that you want to be sniffing around?
Was that supposed to be a threat? Because that's adorable.
Just walk away.
Not the happiest guy, are you? I'm guessing you don't get invited to many dinner parties.
I said walk away.
All right. Good talk.
Liam Burke, a Monarch security officer. Our first meeting was cordial compared to him introducing a rifle butt to my head later on.
All right. I think we have pretty much encountered everything there is to encounter here at the moment. I don't think there's any other things for us to pick up or interact with. So this is one of those games where you do want to pretty much pick up all the collectibles and stuff because it gives you different things and it has downstream impacts. But so this right here is, I think, if I remember correctly, weirdly important and important to the TV show. In memoriam, Dr. Henry Kim, PhD, 1965 to 2016. Our dear friend and colleague, Henry Kim, PhD, passed away on Friday, February 12th, 2016 at the age of 50. As a professor at Riverport University, Dr. Kim was praised for his tireless devotion to his field and his students. Both Dr. William Joyce and Dr. Elton Meyer, whose research efforts eventually led to the discovery of the Meyer-Joyce field, were his students. He later made a name for himself as the director of Monarch Solutions' Physics Research Division. While maintaining the position, he also contributed heavily to research at Riverport University, lending his services to the development of the Project Promenade, based on his students' discoveries, which he continued to work on until the time of his death. Remember that.
Not exactly modest, are we, Paul?
Paul Serene, project director. With a track record of extremely profitable business ventures behind him, Paul Serene joined Riverport University in 2010 to head one of the most significant physics research projects the university has ever seen. He is the youngest project director in the history of our university, and by far the most successful to date. His involvement has encouraged a flood of high-profile investments that resulted in the extremely ambitious yet unrevealed quantum physics project referred to as Project Promenade. In his own words, "I'm not a scientist myself, and thus it may come as a surprise to many that I fought to obtain the position as project director development here at the university. For me, it's a dream come true. Growing up, my best friend was the brother of renowned quantum physicist William Joyce. I've always been fascinated by William's work, and his publications from 1997 to 1999 were groundbreaking for the scientific community. As a businessman, I've been able to help shape a path to create practical applications for William's work by building on the foundation that he created with a group of immensely talented physicists. That was the basis for Project Promenade, and the results have been absolutely revolutionary. Paul Serene's favorite sports team is Riverport Rexes. You can see him front row at every game." Privilege.
You made a long trip just to see a research project?
Well, reading between the lines, Paul was under a lot of pressure. He needed a friend. I wanted to help him any way I could.
Son of a bitch.
Jack Joyce. In the flesh.
The esteemed Mr. Paul Serene. What's shaking, Moneybags?
Shut up and bring it in. Welcome home.
Aidan Gillen. I believe that's his name.
6 years. And I was starting to think you'd never come back.
The actor.
Me too.
Come on.
This way. We're going upstairs to the project lab. How was the flight?
First class. Thank you for that. It's a step up from our van trip to Utah.
I missed that van.
I'm guessing that Will's not meeting us.
He doesn't know we're here.
I knew Paul had asked my brother Will to consult on his project. Will was all the family I had, but he was difficult.
Incident? Jesus, Will. What'd you do this time?
So, William Joyce clearance to Yosef Chahad. Yosef, I asked and I got confirmation from
Paul,
our...
You think you got enough space here?
Well, you know, us business types need somewhere to practice our putting.
I've got confirmation from our supervisor that Dr. William Joyce's security clearance needs to be revoked. So yeah, the time for termination is scheduled for 4:20 a.m. October 9th precisely. No idea why that exact time must be a contract thing. This guy was consulting on Promenade, but he lost his shit in front of investors a few days ago. I was the one dragging him out. It got pretty crazy. He was yelling about how some lady warned him this would happen. No idea what the hell that was about. If it was up to me, I'd cut his clearance immediately, but screw it. They don't want my advice. I don't want to get involved in any of that Monarch
what
stuff.
I'm about to show you is far more exciting than the lobby.
Let's just do our jobs.
That will be for me to decide.
So just keep an eye open for Dr. Joyce until then, okay? Don't feel too bad about it. I heard this guy actually stole some video game from the break lounge or something, so maybe not somebody we'll want running around anyway. Haley, any idea who William Joyce is? Got a strange request to cut his clearance at 4:20 a.m. on October 9th. Order was from Liam Burke of Monarch Security Division. Another consulting for the university security. But do they have actual authority here? Whole thing seems sketchy to me. Thoughts? Love these interior environments. Very nice. You can see the start of their interest in, like, I mean, I guess they've had an interest in architecture since basically the first Max Payne, but especially here.
Jack. Going up.
You're seeing, like, really beautiful corporate environments and stuff.
It's quite the facility you got here.
What can I say? I have a knack of milking money out of wealthy investors.
Protests against Monarch are going strong, I see.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't join in. I thought that kind of trouble was your forte.
Well, it used to be our forte. You're the one that sold out.
Oh, I don't know. Rich and successful isn't too bad. You should give it a try.
All right. Monarch Solutions Job Fair. Meet Monarch spokesperson Martin Hatch in person. September 29th, 2016, 1 to 4 p.m. You're about to graduate and you're looking for the next step. Your future starts here. Monarch Solutions is the #1 employer of university graduates in Riverport. We're actively seeking new employees within various divisions, including energy solutions, security enforcement, marketing, Chronon research, robotic engineering, customer service.
Hey, Jack.
Ooh.
Over here. Come on. Going
How
on.
egalitarian. Information technology. Attend our 1 p.m. seminar with Monarch's Martin Hatch to learn the many benefits of working for Monarch Solutions. Be a part of a bright new future. Be a part of the Monarch family. Rishan says hedron shape again, right on the building itself. Indeed. So there's a lot of those polyhedrons. If we remember Tim Breaker talking about it, why is he having dreams of RPG dice? I wonder if this has anything to do with that.
There's more to this than you're letting on. Is it about my brother?
Still worry about him, huh?
If Will did something wrong, then...
Jack, man. Look, I've been tight-lipped about this for a reason. This project we've been working on is going to change the entire world.
Why do I smell one of your long-winded presentations on the horizon?
I would never. Oh, look. A perfectly placed presentation to illustrate the project. Now, who put that there?
Oh, shocking.
Okay. Enough joking. The lab's this way, Jack. Come on.
We'll get to your lab. I want to see your presentation. I know you love this stuff. Come on, man. Dazzle me.
Well, if you insist.
Progress. Our primary drive as a species. Over time, we have cured life-threatening illnesses. Explore the world.
Oh, good. Going into marketing spiel mode.
Don't ruin my flow. But there is one element which denies us true progress. Time itself. Now, I'm not a scientist, but here's how it's been explained to me. We've known that, in theory, a rotating black hole creates a deformation in space-time, potentially allowing travel through both space and time. Years ago, William Joyce, your brother, posited the existence of chronon particles, now known as Meyer-Joyce particles, which fill an all-encompassing field, enabling the constant and steady progression of time. Here at Project Promenade, we have combined both these theories to discover a way to manipulate that field. And the results are staggering. There's more, but that's enough of a primer for now.
Ah.
All right, let's do this.
Fancy.
So this is about quantum physics. Paul, you know my brother spent years stuck down that rabbit hole. Is that why you brought Will on as a consultant?
When Dr. Kim passed away, your brother was the obvious choice to bring in to replace him.
Is that the lake from Alan Wake right there? The desktop wallpaper? It looks like it.
Over here, Jack. This is what I've been working on.
Shut up. There's collectibles in the environment I want to look at. There's nothing over here. We're good.
Welcome to Project Promenade.
Oh, shit. You guys must have some budget. What is all this?
The future, Jack. You are looking at the biggest discovery of our time.
It's impressive, but Will's the scientist. What do you need me for?
There's a reason we're doing this at 4 a.m., Jack. I need someone I can trust. I need you to help me convince Will.
Yeah, I had a hunch.
When your brother found out the scope of what we were building here, he... Well, you know Will.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta get something from my desk. Will overreacted.
Scared off the investors, ranting about miscalculations, dangers, all with no evidence. It works, but they're gonna cut our funding if I don't prove it.
So that goat statue is a recurring item in a lot of these Remedy connected universe things. Just a small minor detail. Project Promenade
Jack,
beta test.
You know asking for our help is not easy for me. I am in deep trouble. You see, the tests I have to run here are not strictly speaking legal. You're the only one I can trust to help me with this.
Whatever Will did, I want to make it right. I love my older brother, but he didn't make it easy.
It's already essentially set up. Anyone can do it, but you're the one I want to do this with.
Alrighty. Now that he has nothing to say. So, Project Promenade beta test to Meredith Rosen. I guess this one's going to be from Meredith. Paul, investors have made their decision based on William Joyce's concerns they are halting all funding for Project Promenade until an equally qualified specialist can be assigned to the project to perform further inspection. I did everything I could to sway the vote, but the only board member who voted in your favor was Martin Hatch. We brought up William Joyce's questionable mental health, but the damage was already done. He planted the seed of doubt. Let me know how you wish to proceed. Meredith, we absolutely cannot afford to lose momentum at this point. If we put Project Promenade on hold, then we will lose every Chronon specialist on staff overnight. Monarch is paying double the wages we are. So this is not specifically a Monarch thing. It would be an absolute nightmare. Our staff is irreplaceable, and I'm struggling to hold on to them as is. I've known William Joyce since childhood. There's no doubt that he's a genius, but he also has a history of paranoia and mental instability. He's lost sight of the big picture. His concerns regarding Project Promenade are outlandish, unfounded, and based on ludicrous conjecture. The only reason we pulled Will in as an advisor is because there are no other qualified specialists available who the investors will trust to sign off on the project now that Dr. Kim is gone. We can't just wait for the board to find a suitable replacement because there are none. Kim approved these figures long before his death. I refuse to let Will sabotage everything we're building here. I need you to keep the investors distracted, buy me more time before a final decision is reached. I'll find another way to gather the proof we need in order to proceed to beta testing. Give me 48 hours, I'll make this right. Paul. Future risk management. Interesting.
Jack, thank you. I knew I could count on you.
All right, from Jack Joyce. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom and read it up. To Jack Joyce from Paul Serene. Subject coming home. Jack, it's been too long. You ever coming home for a visit? The ocean sewage musk of Riverport isn't luring you back yet? Not to brag, but they've actually recently deemed this city the coastal Detroit of America. Everyone's as thrilled as you can imagine. What's the latest? Where are you now? I'm guessing you're squatting in some Buddhist temple making feng shui bracelets and brushing up on your Bikram. Cultural ignorance intentional to aggravate you. Still waiting for the day that I get the call that you need me to bust you out of some shady Thai prison. I've got a fund on standby for your inevitable fuck-ups with the law. In all seriousness, though, hope you're doing well, thinking about you, miss you, man. By the way, this is going to come as a shock. Remember the big project I told you I'm heading at the university? They want to bring in your brother as a consultant for the final stages. He's lying. He wanted to bring him in. You'll be reading a lot more about our project once it goes public very, very soon. It'll be hard to avoid the buzz even over there. We know William can be difficult. Any advice on how to best deal with him? Best, Paul. Money bags. Navigating my way through Vietnam, heading back to Thailand in the near future. Hope you're keeping that fund stacked because I'm bound to make some bad decisions along the way. Actually, I got in a little bit of trouble down that way already. I think it's all sorted out now. Nobody made the mistake of calling the cops. How's the high life? Saw an article on you recently. Top 30 entrepreneurs under 30 or something? Still wearing that ridiculous overpriced watch, I see. About Will, what can I say really? Clearly I'm not the expert on dealing with my brother. There's a reason we haven't talked in 6 years. The best advice I can give you is this. Lose the watch. Jack. Will's in good hands, don't worry. I'll stop wearing the watch when you stop stealing fugly ram statuettes for souvenirs from police stations. We'll never let that one go, will you? I keep the photos as my phone background. Your noble protest still provides me with inspiration. Travel safe. Best of luck finishing up your project. Talk soon. That's borderline creepy. Jack, you know I'm the last person to ever ask for a favor, but I desperately need your help, man. Everything I've built here, my entire career, it's all at risk of crashing down if I don't do something. I need to take the only measure that will put the project back on track, but I can't do it alone. I need somebody I can truly trust to help me fix this. Where are you right now? I only have 48 hours to set things right. I know Riverport is the last place you want to be, but I can have a flight booked for you immediately. I realize this is by no means a small ask, but I'm desperate. I need to know if you're in. Best, Paul. Almost 2 decades as friends, not once have you ever asked for help. This must be bad. You okay? What kind of trouble you in? Of course I'm in. I'm here for you, man. Currently in Bangkok, but we'll find a way to Riverport as soon as possible. We'll wait by a computer for further details. I just booked you a flight from Bangkok to Riverport. First class, taxi will be waiting for you at the airport when you get there and drive you straight to the university. I can't tell you any more over email, but we'll explain everything when you get here. You just saved my life. These aren't the ideal conditions for our reunion, but I can't wait to see you again. I'll pack my things ahead to the airport ASAP. Whatever this is about, just make sure Will doesn't know I'm coming home. Not the kind of baggage I need to unpack right now. So we got a lot of backstory right there. Clearly, Jack and Will have sort of...
Where does this airlock lead?
A better question might be, when does it lead?
Well, that's deep.
They have some kind of baggage, some bad stuff in their past.
So, what's this?
Corridor schematics. Travel clockwise leads to a forward progression in time. Counterclockwise, travel backwards.
Oh, it's like you invented a clock.
Yes, years ahead of our time.
Some kind of clock.
I need you to push the lever over there, labeled Chronon Conduit. That'll activate the core. I'm gonna run diagnostics and make sure it remains stable.
All right, let's just push the big red button, pull the lever. Just press everything, it's fine.
That's just the Chronon Conduit initiating.
I don't know if Aidan Gillen passes as under 30.
Are you sure it's supposed to do that?
Stable.
What was that?
The core replicates the effects of a rotating micro black hole, so activating it can be a bit intense.
A black hole? What exactly are we testing here?
You're about to find out. This way. We've got to raise the corridor. Just like old times, eh? Slightly illegal, moderately reckless.
I'd raised some hell with Paul in the past. I could tell this was different. Still, I didn't understand how massive and far-reaching the consequences for this would be. How could I? I knew Paul. He played it cool, but I could tell he was nervous.
It's happening. We're really doing this, Jack. It's gonna be amazing.
My question is, why does he need another person here? Why can't he just pay like a staff lackey or something to do this? I mean, I get it. It's a monumentous point in his life. It's pretty important, so he calls a person he trusts. But really, the only requirement is another warm body.
This. You need this key to activate the corridor. We need to turn the keys at the same time to activate. Security precautions. Ready?
It's like we're launching a nuke. Wait, we're not launching a nuke, right?
One way to find out. 3, 2, 1.
First try, baby.
Damn, Paul. What is this?
The corridor. The passenger enters one end, travels around the loop, exits the other, and arrives at the predetermined time in the physical location where the machine is situated in that time.
Passenger? Wait. This is a corridor for... You're actually going inside that thing? In the machine, through time? This is a fucking time machine.
I'm going to be the first, Jack. And you're my witness.
This is crazy, Paul. I mean, this can't be safe. What happens when...
Our team has already proved it works in the trial phase. It is ready. We've passed every test, every inspection. We're about to make history, Jack. All you have to do is hit that switch.
2 minutes to the past.
Remember this moment.
Paul, what? How?
It's... It's fine. It's okay. Stay calm, Jack.
Stay calm. There's two of you. You just fucking multiplied.
This is exactly what was supposed to happen. He's me, a future version of me from 2 minutes in the future. Your evil future self. We did it! Fucking incredible. I mean, just... Imagine the implications. We could warn people about disasters before they happen, cure diseases before they spread. I just had this conversation. Still sounds good second time.
Jesus Christ.
Now go into the machine. You need to complete the cycle. Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Wait, Paul, what are you doing?
It's all a big loop, Jack. I need to enter the machine and travel back to the moment I exited the machine in order to, well, be here.
And what if you don't?
There is no what if. I'm here. It's already happened.
Kinda neat.
You saw it, Jack. We did it.
Oh, that's impossible. That's literally impossible. I mean, I can't even...
There's no time to stop now. We need to test the other direction. Set the machine to 5 minutes to the future.
What are you doing?
Oh no.
Jack.
Will?
You have to help me with this. We have to shut this thing down now.
No, stop him!
Shut up!
Hold on.
The core!
Hold on. We can't shut it down. Paul's still in there.
Shut up!
Look
Shut
at me.
up!
Look at me. Put the gun down and we can talk, okay?
No, there's no time.
You're not thinking straight. Put the gun down. Jesus Christ, Will.
Time
How'd he get
is
in from
going
over there?
to end. Jack, you have to trust me.
Or what? No, I gotta let you out.
Oh God! No! No!
He showed up from the side of the room that doesn't have an entrance.
You okay?
I think so. I'll find a way out. Make sure Will's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I could hear Will's words in my head. Time is going to end.
What the fuck is this?
Numbers were stable. It should have worked.
We broke
It should have worked.
time.
I don't think I can go over here, but this was the way he went. Where'd he go?
Is this really happening?
Can I talk to Paul again? Let's see. Anything you got for me, bud?
This can't be real.
Nothing. Okay.
How the hell?
This is very surreal and strange looking.
What the hell? This is crazy. Will. Jack. Hey, Will.
Zero stake. What have you done? She warned me. I
knew she was right. All this time. I warned Paul. This could all have been avoided. But too late.
Come on. Jammed.
This wasn't supposed to happen! The figure's all...
Stutter. Collapsed.
Monarch security.
There's no other way out. I'm going through the machine.
Paul, wait. No! Jack! This way! Jack! Jack!
Ah, he came in through there.
He escaped through the hatch I came in through.
I didn't
Look
want
at
to leave
that.
Paul, but there was no way to help him. I didn't know where he'd end up.
Hurry!
He's here! Fire!
What the hell?
Hurry! This way!